So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 20 of how is that? ReZero Season 2. The reaction is in the description. Go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And we had a little discussion in the end of the episode. For me, it just ended like 30 seconds ago. For you, I don't know how you watch these videos, but yeah, I mentioned quite a few things there. Let's try to not repeat them here. So the thing is, there was some interesting details here that weren't explained at all. So, I suppose in the very beginning, in the black and white style footage, we see Roswell in his glorious mansion. Young, normal human Roswell, before he met Echidna. Not those times where we saw them. That's their first time meeting each other, and we see that Roswell is suffering. It's remarkable that you've endured this long without dying, says Echidna. So Roswell is actually having some super seriously dangerous physical condition. Something like that. And for some reason, Echidna, it was her who found him. Why? Because of the mana surge going from him? She felt it? Or because she needed him for other reasons? I don't know, but it's just like, someone just enters your apartment and says like, I'm here to help you. Why are you here? What is the reason? Unknown, but she found him and she explained to him that he's having some magic period, something. The magic release period. It's called the magic release period. So Roswell's having it. And she had it, as she said. And it's like super rare. What does that mean? I suppose that means that both he and she just have quite a lot of magic. Since he's not spending his magic, maybe I suppose he wasn't a magical person previously. I mean, he had a lot of potential, but he never used it. Because I briefly remember the explanation of the magic in this anime, like with the gates. Like some users can somehow suck magic from the surroundings. Somehow some other way, like gates. I don't remember. But maybe it's somehow connected to the fact that he was never using magic and it was just like overflowing. Because we know that Roswell is supposedly one of the most powerful mages around. It was mentioned at some point in season 1. But I never saw anything super magic from him except for like fucking throwing fireballs that like I suppose every second person in this world can do. I don't know if that's the correct way to say every second person, but I mean, yeah, every next person, I mean, 1 out of 2 can do that, seems like, but maybe I'm wrong. So she helps him by literally sucking his face. And it helped. She just sucked mana out of them. And I wonder if that's the only way to suck mana away from a person. But if there is, then maybe Roswell wasn't as fortunate. But anyways, that was also pretty nice, I suppose. But still, I mean, dirty woman. Always something around Echidna involves bodily liquids. But as well, we know how the liquid exchange with the witch works. Subaru got some, and now he's considered apostle of the witch or something. I forgot. Greed apostle. I forgot already how they called him, but yeah, that thing. It's like he's somewhat a part of the witch now, or somehow like that. So I suppose Roswell also got it. So he's also kind of her boy now. And yeah, and that interesting thing about Echidna saying Kai, that's actually, she's just saying Ka. Ka is like when you're asking a question like do desu ka, is like asking how's that, how was that, and she would ask do desu ka. I mean, she would probably use other words, but instead of kind, then she's gonna use kai, and that's her way of speaking. That's her thing. And not too long ago, I learned that it's a very interesting thing in Japan. Japanese people don't speak like anime characters. Because anime characters speaking in a very, how to call it, not caricature way, but more of what's that called, man? I forgot what's that word is. One second. I don't even remember what's in my language. When something stereotypical. That's what was the word. More of a stereotypical way of speaking. So if we have in the anime, if we have some old person, he would probably say like some nanja, onda, anja, something like that. It was like adding those type of changes to the words they say. If we have some goon, some like edgy teenager bandit type of a person, he's gonna speak like something. You get the idea, like or something. I mean, like Garfield basically speak, or something like that. It's just the stereotypical way that feels like right to speak with these guys, and like other like we have what's her name again? Not Garfield's sister. I forgot her name. She also speaks in a very formal way and all that. So anyways, the long story short, I'm getting too distracted. It's a long story, and it started long ago. And in Japan, they actually had a lot of dialects previously, and the language is actually always constantly changing as well. But yeah, the thing is just they have these characters that look very, very, very like distinct. They act very distinct, and they specifically add a distinct speech to them, the way of speaking, so that when you hear it, you get it. Yeah, that's a granny. Yeah, that's like a mother, or like a teenager. They all have their distinct way of speaking, and people don't speak like that in Japan. It's just like a specific art of knowing how to speak as this or that character. Long story, yeah, but I get it. But it's just Echidna is having that thing in her language, because I don't know what exactly about this Kai in the end, but I've learned a few examples. I just don't want to remember it because it's gonna be too long. So yeah, a little bit of Japan stuff. So let's get back to the situation. So Echidna and Roswell, Roswell fell in love with her instantly, even before she kissed him. He went so red that even black and white filter wasn't able to hide it. and he feels like, who are you, in her hug, and she's hugging him, and like, who are you, and she's like, I'm an evil witch who occasionally does nice things. And that's exactly what, yeah, what she does. That's a good description of that woman. And they hide her face the whole episode. Nothing higher than her. Even her nose basically wasn't never seen. I mean, anime characters barely have any noses, at least if you look at them directly. They are hiding her face, the upper part. What's there? Is that like an artistic choice, or there's something that we shouldn't see yet? That's a big question, because they are hiding it the best they can. Like, not a single glimpse, I don't think we ever saw her face, even in the previous flashbacks. Even before that, even when we saw little Beatrice and Ryuzu meeting each other for the first time, they were always hiding her face. Either it was too far away, either it was hidden. They're like hiding it with like fucking buildings and stuff. It was it's ridiculous. I don't know the reason, but that's very interesting. But yeah, then we get to the nice scene. I mean, half of this episode basically was a nice slice of life type scenes with Roswell, Beatrice, and Ryuzo having chats. And Beatrice was so cute in this one. I mean, she's always super cute. Even when she's grumpy, she's cute. But here, she's like happy. She lived happy life. She's basically had her childhood with friends, and different types of friends as well. I wonder how long she exists. I mean, we have like it's like 400 years ago, but how long before that she existed? How long Echidna lived? Is she's like a human being who lives like, I don't know, like 60, 70, 80, 100 years and then done? Or is she more, lives more as a witch? I wonder. Yeah, but they have chats here. Roswell said that, here's my kitty meowing. What's up, Marcus? Poor man. Speaks a bit. His voice changed after all of his illnesses, but he's now more vocal, let's say. What's up? So yeah, Roswell says that he bested his parents and siblings to overtake the Mathers family. So like, he's not he's out of it basically, and he's more into magic, because he calls Echidna sensei, and she teaches him magic, I suppose. And they're like together having fun, having speeches and dialogues. And Roswell is saying that he loves Echidna too much, and he kind of really wanna be with her and stuff. And he also said to Beatrice about the same thing. Then again, Echidna enters without, we cannot see her face again. Then we jumped back to Roswell and Subaru, and they're like, "Oh no, you know the story, but yeah, no. What's next? What happened next is important." I'm like, yeah, okay, show us, and they're showing it. They're showing Beatrice's legs. I'm not gonna describe it. Anyways, they showed it. Why would you show that? For what? I mean, yeah, I get it. Anyways. Roswell, what? Or being... what's interesting, Ryuzu is checking a book. Is that a normal book, or it's like a magic Bookie book. I don't remember. I don't know. No matter how many doors. What was with the doors again? No matter how many doors I opened, the same room. It was. What was? Where was that again? One second. One second. Or it's just a symbolic way of alien magic. I mean, yeah, Beatrice's reaction about the door was super cute. Seems like they're just kind of playing around with the yin magic, the door magic, I suppose. I can't exactly call this reading. Something about her in the book. I mean, yeah, Beatrice said that she wanted to teach Ryuzu about reading and stuff. But Ryuzu is always with books, and she says I can't exactly call this reading. What's up with the book again? I kinda don't get it. Ryuzu's teacher, yeah. So she just I can't exactly call this reading, yeah. They had a lot of dialogue in here. I just don't know what's important here. It's all cute though. Anyways, I'm gonna rewatch this episode again when I'm gonna edit in this. Not gonna spend your time with like books and stuff. But yeah, the thing is, Echidna calls and says the man has come. That person thing, evil dude person, man. That have a pink color. I mean, not pink, but purple color, which is a color of witch, of envy, and a witch of the other one, the lazy witch, slothful witch. They both have this type of color. And he goes in. And seems like Echidna was preparing the barrier for the forest, for the sanctuary. What was the initial plan? They did not explain to us. I mean, we know that Echidna wanted to make clones of her. But if that's actually true or not, we don't exactly know. But here we only see that they wanted to mixed human and demi-human both here. Yeah. Scale large enough to activate the barrier. So they need a lot of not inhuman, like half human people here to activate the super duper barrier thingy. And what's the actual reason behind the barrier? I still don't understand, actually. Maybe they kind of mentioned it, but I'm not gonna spend your time here. I'm gonna look at when I'm gonna watch it again. But then, yeah, Ryuzu says like, yeah, use me as basically the catalyst for the barrier to activate the barrier. We did not learn exactly, or maybe I didn't learn, at least, why exactly was the barrier here. And there's the powerful man that, without doing much, actually smashes poor Roswell. I didn't think I ever say that, but I just did. And this person is Warlock of Melancholy, Hector. Okay. We had witches of stuff, a witch of greed, witch of fucking vanity. And like every single world in the, I suppose we have the witch of burgers and like the witch of cheese. But now we have other type of person characters. Warlock of melancholy. Do we have Warlock of Greed again, or Warlock of other stuff? Is that the only person that's Warlock of some stuff? Or there's actually thousands of Warlocks as well? So, like, the witch is a witch, a girl with the magic, and the Warlock is a boy with the magic? I suppose, Hector, what's the reason of him coming in? We learned later on that he and Echidna knew each other, and at some point they parted ways. But what do you need now, man? And he acts so weird. He's like so lazy. He's like doesn't want to do anything. He's so sensitive to words. Seems like that. He's like such a weird person. But then again, he did not kill Roswell. He just was playing with him. Even though he was doing this pretty seriously and like was damaging his body. But something interesting. Something interesting. You were so adorable back then, he says. And then he sees her face. And we don't see her face. It's hidden. And he's like, looking at it like that. What's wrong with her face, man? This is the mystery of the season. But yeah, and well, basically then I don't, there's no even reason to go through it. It's just an emotional scene with Beatrice actually losing her friend that's sacrificing herself to achieve the, to make the sanctuary work. And she enters it, and Beatrice is very sad. What's interesting is that Ryuzu kinda entered the crystal with her clothes on, but now she floats in without her clothes. And so is she alive then? Was she kept there like Annie in Attack on Titan, And can we get her back? Should we destroy the thing so she can go away and join the team, and Beatrice gonna reacquire her friend again? Or nope, she's gonna die if we're gonna try to destroy the sanctuary, and it's gonna devastate poor Beatrice even more than she's already. I wonder. So it's kind of weird. I mean, there was some stuff about cloning, because we have clones of Ryuzu. Who made them clones? And what's up with, the key to the sanctuary being in the crystal and the cloning of the same person? It's kind of still a mystery of some sort. And that's everything. And that's the whole story. That we were able to see. And we're back to Subaru and Roswell. When Subaru says give up, and Roswell says, well, even if you have changed a bit in my mystery book thing, that doesn't mean anything. It still can put itself as it was intended, so you have to break the book completely, or at least that's how I see it in a way. And then the scene starts that I am not even going to go through. Roswell trying to pursue Garfield. Why would you do that? Garfield explains to him that I saw the past and I found a guy who actually supports me, not just says that I'm weak and I'm nothing. And yeah, in the sanctuary, no one can violate the feelings carved into you by time. What's up with the sanctuary? I still don't know. Well, Roswell gets crazy. Roswell gets crazy. Emotional, I'd say. Not just crazy, like crazy emotional about that. And as I've said, I do understand that he has his motives, and we even saw some of his motives. Too bad we haven't seen how this whole situation ended in the past. But I kind of get it. I just don't understand, or I don't remember already, what's his end goal besides dealing with the dragon. And what's up with the dragon? I just forgot about the dragon already. So anyways, the confrontation between Roswell and Subaru. They're like both super dedicated, and Roswell says like, ooh, there's something about us that kind of unites us, but at the same time we're super different. I don't know. I mean, you can say it about every single character. I wonder why Roswell has another eye, different color still. And that's basically it then. We switch to Emilia, go see the best girl of the show, Ram, and that's it. That's the end. I wonder when Emilia is going to finish the second and the third trials, because that's kind of what we need. As far as I remember, she goes through that and boom, some good stuff happens. I don't exactly remember. And that's it. That's it. Again, we got a bunch of pieces of puzzle, but it's like 2 pieces of puzzle out of 50,000. And probably some of the pieces were left alone in the dialogue, because yeah, it's not easy to grasp everything. So excuse me for the stupid discussion again, but I'm gonna watch this episode again and probably gonna see some more, or maybe not. Who knows? Who knows, guys? That's it. I don't know, man. When this is going. I mean, I suppose the second season should end with dealing with the sanctuary. The whole second season was just sanctuary and nothing else. I wonder if we're gonna. I mean, we have Ram still in the lethargic state, and no one actually remembers her. We have Krush Sama without her memory. We have villagers still kept in the sanctuary. We have Felt in the capital with along with Reinhardt. Just doing something there. So much stuff is there, but we're only with the which seems like a secondary quest. But I suppose there's something big about the sanctuary, which is important, so that's why we're here. I just don't know what, but yeah, we still have a few episodes to deal with it. And I wonder who's gonna be the bad boy of the end of this season, because we don't have some imminent danger at the moment. Besides Roswell, potential for Emilia to transform in some evil things, and the rabbit, there's actually no one who seemed to be threatening enough. I mean, in this episode we just got the guy that's like super powerful in the flashback, so it may happen again. We can see the Pandora girl arriving again, so it's not difficult for Zero to just introduce some powerful guy or a girl or some creature to fight. Or maybe there won't be any. I mean, it's not like it's super necessary to have a big fight in the end. There should be something just big in terms of story or emotions or something, and it should be resolved. This stupid ass sanctuary arc, which I kind of like, but it seems like it's a bit too long. It's a bit too long. Could have been probably shortened a bit without any sacrifices. Even though I'm not speaking about the dialogue and about those little moments of characterization and like having the dialogues between characters. No. Those should be kept, and you can even have more of those, because those are good. Those create more of those give more of understanding about characters and their motivations and stuff. But some of the events seems like they should have probably could have been shortened. The whole Garfield switching around in like one episode and then being a crazy bastard before that was too long. But anyways, I'm not complaining. It's all interesting. It's all nice. But season one felt more dynamic. I'd say we had more different plot lines, more places, more events, like giant fucking whales, Beetlejuice, the whole thing, like so many guys and castles and fucking upper guys, so many stuff. But here we're just playing in the field, in the same stupid ass field. But we see that field for like 100 years ago and 400 years ago, even though Emilia's flashback wasn't here. But yeah, you get the idea. We're kind of jumping around time, not the place, mostly. So yeah. Anyways, sorry for rambling. Thank you for watching. Excuse me if the discussion was weak, and what can we do? I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.